Looks like we're live. Good morning, beloveds. I'm having a lazy Sunday morning. I don't get many of those, so I enjoy them when I have them. And apparently it rained early this morning because there's a pond in my backyard that shouldn't be there. And I did hear it at 7:30 this morning. I was like, oh, it's raining. But apparently it had been raining for a while. The weather's been, there's just a whole lot of moisture in the air, and it's so hot. So we keep getting rain, which is preferable to the alternative, which is baking. So, here we are. Which I did do yesterday, or last night. It's too hot to have the oven on right now, but here we are. Okay, so we are finishing up the appendix in A New Design for Living. So let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Zone. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That gets you one email a week. Tells you what's going on with the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. So click here now means it. And I didn't mention the weather. When I said one a week, I mean that. It's a real person doing it. He doesn't have time for more than that. So if you get another one, it's because something has happened, and we live on the Gulf Coast. It's almost always weather related. So there's that. It's also a blind CC, which means nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email. It's because of us. So there's that. Now, where was I? Social media. And I mentioned it merely from the standpoint of we do not monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So we ask you instead, go like, subscribe, follow, based on which platform you're on, and then engage with the individual post by reacting, commenting, and sharing. It bumps us in the algorithms, more people see our stuff. And then, frankly, that's the whole goal of social media. So here we are. All right. Oh, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark, and I am the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. So there you go. So, like I said, free, easy way you can support the center by getting our stuff in front of more people. Okay, so one of the last books that Ernest himself worked on, him and Willis Kinnear sat down, and this is the process of science of mind. This is what, the how, and the why. This is how you can live science of mind. It's been a really good book. I very much enjoyed it. And the whole reason that I am reading you the appendix, because that is what we are doing, is because he gives you real world examples. We are now in the part where he is just giving you the declaration part. So he's giving you several categories where he is literally writing a declaration that you can either use yourself, or you can change a few words, or just use it as a template to write your own. And as you can see, if you flip through it, no topic is off limit because one of them is stomach. So I'm betting that these are literally things that people have come to Ernest and said, hey, can you do a treatment for me for this? So, and I just think that they're so fantastic. I wanted to make sure that they got included. There's also in the back of the Science of Mind text is the same thing where he gives you real examples of how to do this for whatever somebody might come to you. The three that we are doing today, which I don't remember because I wrote the thing yesterday. Let's see. We're doing good, love, and forgiveness. So those are the three examples. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read each example, pause between them, and if there's anything really incredible in it or that I don't care for, I will point that out after I read it. So we are going to start with good. Today, I affirm the supremacy of good, and everything within me responds to this thought, understands its meaning, and announces its presence. There is a power greater than I am flowing through me into everything I do or think about, automatically making everything right. There is a transcendence, coordinating, unifying, causing all the experiences of my life to blend into its unity, into its oneness, and proclaiming the power of its might. As a child accepts life without question, and love without argument, and action without anxiety, so do I spontaneously accept the operation of a power greater than I am, as the divine governance of everything I do, the divine provider of all my needs, the divine presence diffused through all my thinking. Okay, he did say divine governor, and I said divine governance, but you get it. And what I like is that he used the line, as a child accepts life without question and love without argument, actions without anxiety. Okay, so he's reminding us, because that's one of the things, he calls Jesus the master teacher. So he says, let's be as a little child. Go back to that childlike wonder where we accepted things without it, kind of giving you that model of, here's how you can do this. So, yeah. And like I said, if there's any words in here that don't resonate with you, feel free to change them. Okay, so let's do love, which is on 2 pages. So let me unfold the book. Today, my love goes out to all people and all things. There is no fear in this love, for perfect love casts out all fear. There is no doubt in this love, for faith penetrates all doubt and reveals a unity at the center of everything that embraces all things. This love flowing through me harmonizes everything in my experience, brings joy and gladness to everything, brings a sense of security and well-being to everyone. And I realize that the love flowing through, in, and around me and all things is one vast, all-enveloping love forever emanating from the living God. So that's one of those, what you want for yourself, you got to want for absolutely everybody. And it's a good place to start if you are looking to treat for a loving relationship. It's a good place to start. Especially since, again, this is very general, and this is setting you up in a loving mindset. Because if you want love, you have to be love. That's what we teach. And so this is a good way to start that process. You could then continue this one into seeking a more loving relationship for yourself. But this is a good place to start. It's a really good place to start. I'm glad that, I was wondering what he was going to do with love. And it's also a good treatment if you kind of look around the state of the world and go, I'm not real happy with this. This, again, good place to start, because you were talking about love flowing through you out into the world, recognizing that this love is everywhere, that everyone partakes in this love. And that is one of the things that we can do, is treat that everybody knows who they are, and treat that everybody feels that divine love. We can't change others' behavior, but we can treat that they know who they are, and that they can feel the divine love that is available to them. And that's not being manipulative. So, because that's one thing, that's something we have to watch. All right. And then the last one. And the last one is one of those, forgiveness is a tough topic. It really is for a lot of people. And so I don't know if he's going to do self-forgiveness or forgiving. I don't know, because I haven't read it yet. But forgiving yourself is always a good place to start. So, All right. So let's see what he's going to do with forgiveness. Today, I forgive everyone and accept forgiveness by everyone. I know the eternal spirit harbors no malice towards me or anyone else. Forgiving and being forgiven, I have an inward sense of peace and tranquility. There is no anxiety, no sense of guilt, no fear of judgment. All mistakes of the past are now wiped out in my consciousness, and I no longer carry any burden from them. I look forward to the future with joy, in peace and gladness, and live in the present day with an inner assurance of being one with all life. Okay, so it was both. both. I think the sentence that I like the best is, I know the eternal spirit harbors no malice towards me or anyone else. And I think that's one thing that we forget. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. You know, and some mistakes are bigger than others, and some mistakes are worse than others. And and the definition of not the definition of forgiveness, but if we are seeking forgiveness, then we are making an apology, and the best apology is changed behavior. So, and that, you know, and spirit isn't going to bear any malice towards us, because it can't. And the reason that I can say that is because one of my most favorite things that Jesse ever said is that the reason that spirit can't judge us is because spirit can't step outside of itself. We can create the illusion, which is why we judge each other, but spirit can't do that. So spirit can't judge us because it can't step away from us. It can't step outside of us. It is what we are. And so it bears us no malice. And so the best gift that we can give to spirit is to learn from our mistakes, change our behavior, forgive ourselves, forgive other people, and move on. However, I will say, and this is the last thing I will say, just because you forgive someone does not mean you have to continue to give them access to yourself. Okay? It is a very important lesson that women need to hear. Because frequently we, as women, are pushed to forgive people and then allow them back into our lives. Okay? So, you can hear me clearly. You can forgive somebody and not allow them access to you ever again. And that is the truth. So, you know, feel free to forgive whoever you want and then deny them access to you. And that thing about forgiveness is when you forgive somebody, then the memory no longer hurts you. But like I said, you still don't have to give them access to yourself. So keep that in mind. All right, beloved. So those are the 3 lessons for today, or the 3 affirmations, that real word examples. For giggles, we will tomorrow, because I think is where we're going to start getting into the more interesting ones. Oh, no, not tomorrow. It'll be on Tuesday. Tomorrow, we are going to do I am myself, self-expression, and heart. And then on Tuesday, we will do success, stomach, and employment. So, yeah, that's where we're going to start getting into the really interesting examples. But now I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. And hey, go dance in the rain day. A turn around and don't drown if you don't know how deep the water is day, because it looks like we got quite a bit overnight. A make sure you drink plenty of water day. A go be with your community day. It is Sunday. A cuddle your fur babies day. A tell somebody you love them day. A look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself day. A do something for somebody else day. Volunteering is a great way to change a fairly sour mood day. Take a nap day. Make sure you take a break and sit down and rest day. A do what you got to do day. A do whatever task it is that is you've had sitting around for a while day. A don't argue too long with your printer day. Yeah, no, I know that's personal. Me and that printer. A good day, and if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, and an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. Explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. It's all the divine knows. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all. All right, I'm wrapping this up. So Reverend David should be on sometime this afternoon. I'll be back with you in that 9:15 hour tomorrow morning, but it is Sunday. So if you are seeing this before 11, feel free to come and join us in the center. We will have an amazing service for you. Jesse is working on Gene Houston this month. That's where he's taking his inspiration from, excuse me. And if you're watching this after 11, scroll up one video, or if you're watching this on YouTube, hop over to the Creative Life Spiritual Center YouTube channel and see what we were talking about. All right, beloveds. I'm going to move on into the process of my day. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you.